Welcome everyone to PSWF. I'm one of your co-hosts, Jeremy Culver, aka Darcy, and with me is Kawu right here in Vancouver, Canada. Kawu, how are you doing, man?
I'm feeling smooth, bro. How about yourself?
I am feeling great because we are going to have another jam-packed episode here of PSWF. We have had such a great start to Season 2, and this episode is going to pick up right where it all left off. Kawu, how are you feeling so far about Season 2 as we're getting close to our pay-per-view?
Season 2 been going crazy, man. Like, so many good matches so far. And I know it's just going to keep going, man. Season 2 is looking like it's going to definitely be better than Season 1. We just got to wait to see what the pay-per-views pan out to be like.
Yeah, and we'll have to see how that all unfolds, of course, after our opening match here of Episode 3. And we have a juggernaut of an match to kick us off. Ben Nyson taking on Hunter Frost yet again. Ben Nyson picking up the last victory in Episode 1 against Hunter Frost in the main event. And Kawu, that was a spectacular to be seen. How are you feeling about this matchup heading into this one?
I'm feeling good, man. This is going to be crazy. Like, Ben nice, man. That's all I got to say. Ben is nice, son.
Ben is nice, son, and it of course sounds like they're all ready to go down in the introduction, so let's kick it on down to the stages as the wrestlers come to the arena. And of course we got the OMG champion coming to the ring first in Hunter Frost. Kawu, how are you feeling about Hunter Frost so far this season, and of course how do you think he's going to rebounce back after his loss against Ben Nyson in Episode 1?
I don't know. Hunter Frost is a competitor. So I know every time Hunter Frost comes out to the ring, he always puts on a great show. But honestly, this match is just with the momentum that Ben Nyson has, it's his to win, man.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those matches where you don't know exactly how he's going to completely perform. However, as you said, he always brings it when it comes to the matches, the limelight, and the spectacular show that the crowd can see. And as you can see, the crowd loves him as he comes to this ring. But as you said, coming off of that loss, this is one of those things where is Hunter Frost in Season 2? Because in Season 1, he started off, as many might remember, a little slow, but then builded it and picked up a lot of steam, and that's why he is holding the OMG Championship, just like another one, the man coming to the ring right now, Ben Nyson. He started off a little bit slow, but now he's carrying the top title because this guy does not stop.
Man, he really don't. He really don't. And the thing is him getting that belt in the first place was just happenstance. But the thing is, you can't say that him holding on to it is happenstance or a fluke, because he's defended that thing well and he's been killing it.
Yeah, and of course, again, picking up a big win over Hunter Frost in our main event on Episode 1, and it was one that was a close back and forth that we both kind of thought at one point that Hunter Frost may walk away with it, and then Nyson dug deep and showed why he is the Iceman, Nyson, with coming back from the clutches of defeat. And of course now the two are going to square off inside this ring. The ref has checked, the bell has been rung, and we're getting started. And a big kick to the face, and then a drop to the knee.
Yeah, Ben Nyson already started. We already know when Ben Nyson goes to the ropes or comes from outside of the ring and comes back in, that's when he's his strongest, and he got the top, man. But Hunter Frost with the counter.
Good reversal there from Hunter Frost. And from the top rope, he said, anything you can do, I can do better right there. And now goes after the arms of Niceman.
Yeah, he really did, man. He said, you going to do that? I can do it too. And I'm going to go for the pin out of disrespect. But he only got a one count. I don't know why you sound so confused, man. He looked confused after that one count.
Yeah, he seemed to think that flip off the ropes was going to put Nyson away, but that's not been the case. And Nyson with the reversal there, and a German suplex and follow it up right off of it. And this could be exactly what Nyson needs to get this match completely in his favor as he drops him right on his head.
Brainbuster, let's go. And Ben Nyson just keeping the momentum, man. Like, he lose it for 1 second, then he get it back, and we see him just laying punches on Hunter Frost's head with a vicious kick to the back.
Yeah, Nyson really keeping the intensity up here against Hunter Frost. And a double arm axle slam off of the top ropes. And now he sizes up Hunter Frost and gets him with the calf crusher. But he's at the ropes, and so he gets a rope break.
Rope break. Oh, man. Then he punching him in the back of the head. Like, man, this guy, I've never seen him do that before. I don't know what Hunter Frost did to piss him off, but he looked like he's a man on a mission and he's angry.
Well, you might remember as he goes for the pin here, is this going to put him away? We get a 1, we get a 2. No, Hunter Frost kicks out at 2. But as I was saying, you remember Hunter Frost leading into their first match said that the PSWF title was a kiddie title and the OMG championship is where it's at.
I remember he did say that. And I guess Ben Nyson is taking that to heart, seeing as the PSWF is the #1 belt. Oof! And a kick to the back of the head of Nyson and Hunter Frost. And there he goes to the ropes.
Sizing him up. He's going to connect. He connects. He's connected against Hunter Frost. He goes for the pin. Is this going to be it? It is.
And that Ben is nice, son. Ben Nyson, man. That man is nice.
Ben Nyson coming out swinging here. What
that was
move.
That was vicious. That was vicious. What?
We got a post-match here in the ring. Nyson extends his hand. Even though these two are going to fight at the pay-per-view, Hunter Frost is finally acknowledging Ben Nyson.
Man, that is wild. Who would think Hunter Frost would eat his words and finally acknowledge the PSWF title? That is crazy.
That is crazy, but Cal Wu, what a start to the episode. That was action-packed, pedal to the metal. Literally 0 to 100 from the beginning to end.
Definitely. Ben Nyson wrapped him up quick. Hunter Frost had to leverage probably 20 seconds to that match, and Ben Nyson was just laying on the vicious blows to the face, back of the head, and then was like, you know what, we're not gonna play any games with him. We gonna go to the outside, finishing. Let's go.
Wow. Well, everyone, again, thank you for joining us here at PSWF Adrenaline. Once again, I am your co-host, Jeremy Culver, a.k.a. Darcy. This is Cal Wu. And Cal Wu, we have such a huge amount of episodes here, or matches to go through in this episode. And this next one is going to be another great one. We have Kyle taking on Lionel Jade. Kyle Gloria, of course, getting that loss from the tag team match with the Smack Talkers. And Lionel Jade, we have not seen him since the hiatus. What does he bring to the table now when things come up? And then a match right after it is another one that could be a top one here in tonight.
Yeah, definitely. With Darcy facing the 25th BAM, we know how deep that rivalry goes with Anime Ted and the Smack Talkers, and to get to see him do singles competition, this match is gonna show us what that rivalry is all about.
Yeah, and of course, Darcy coming off a huge win in last week's episode. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going. And then we got another singles competition coming up off of that too, Kalu.
Yes, sir. With the Thomas Dynasty taking a couple of L's against Bare Arms, Cal Wu wants to silence that and get a momentum going by going into singles competition against Bear Grylls, who seems to be the stronger of the two in Bare Arms. So hopefully Cal Wu can knock him down a peg.
And we'll see if that goal unfolds. And then we got a match that came out of nowhere to follow up after that. Lunt taking on BAT. Lunt continuing to get frustrated off of things that are going on. BAT in the same boat, but Lunt called BAT a BAG, a punching bag, and said that he wanted to get his frustrations out against him in tonight's episode. And then we wrap it up with the women. Cal Wu, tell us about our main event.
This is something that's been brewing for a nice little minute leading up into our pay-per-view with X and Molly Gloria. X being our undisputed champion, the longest reigning champion in the PSWF, and Molly coming off a big win against her last week. So we just got to see what's gonna happen, and see if Molly can continue that win or if X is gonna snatch that W away from her.
And we'll see that again later in our main event. But let's turn our attention to our next matchup. Again, Lionel Jade taking on Kyle Gloria. Kyle Wu, who do you think has the advantage heading into this matchup?
Well, Kyle Gloria has Darcy sitting outside the ring, and that could pose an issue for Lionel Jade if he allows it to go outside the ring and Kyle can grab the ref's attention, and then Darcy can lay a couple cheap shots. So we got to see. We'll
see, because as you know, the Smack Talkers will do what it takes to get the victory. And Lionel Jade, again, has not been seen here in the PSWF since our hiatus. So where has he been? What has he been brewing? What has he been working on? We'll see all that unfold here in our next matchup. But Kyle Wu, I got to ask you, how do you feel about Kyle going into this matchup? Do you feel this is a must-win for him?
Yeah, just to kind of get himself out of that funk, because he's amounted quite a few solo wins, and then as far as tag team goes, it's been up and down. So maybe he needs this to kind of build his confidence back up and get him back in that momentum and get him back with that winning mentality.
Yeah, we'll see, of course, where his mentality is for this matchup. But here comes the smooth one himself, Lionel Jade, coming to the ring. And again, this is a guy that so many here fans in the PSWF were completely behind in his OMG run as he was going through the OMG tournament to crown the first champion before he fell victim to the Samurai. And since then, he's kind of been up and down, even taking the first loss to Bill Gates. And that's been something I think that's been brewing at him for a little while now. Kyle Wu, do you think that the time away is what might have been needed for Lionel Jade to re-find his form from that OMG tournament?
For sure. He probably has been dealing with mental anguish, and that time away has allowed him to get himself refocused, and so that he can possibly get a win tonight. But if he don't, boy, that is going to hurt. That is really going to hurt. And then at that point, we may even see him up against BAT as well.
Oh, man, BAT taking shots in this intro before he even gets into the matchup. Well, we'll see. We'll see where this leads after this matchup. But again, his focus is on the man coming to the ring right now, and that is Kyle Gloria, accompanied by his teammate Darcy. The Smack Talkers on display here in PSWF, and I may be biased here in the commentary, but I love when the Smack Talkers come out. But the Smack Talkers, and especially Kyle, really need to continue to build momentums for W's and not falling victims to more L's.
Agreed. But I say this, Darcy's been doing his job mounting the W's. It's Kyle that's kind of lacking right now. So we got to see if Kyle will get on Darcy's page, get him in his playbook.
Well, maybe the singles competition is what Kyle needs to get, as you said, right back into the swing of things and start the climb that Darcy has been seeing here, of course, in the PSWF. And now the crowd is ready to see this matchup unfold. Lionel Jade looking like he's ready to go. Kyle still all calm, cool, and collected, even despite all the matches that have been going against him so far. We get the bell going, and Lionel Jade right away with the belly-to-belly slam.
Oh, yeah. Lionel Jade starting off fast, trying to show us that he got the momentum and that all he needed was a little rest to kind of and he picks him up off the ground, showing a display of strength. And he's just going at Kyle viciously, like a madman with a plan.
Man, he is angry, but he goes for that pin too close to the ropes, getting a rope break. And Lionel Jade coming out fiery here in this matchup. This is what he did during his OMG tournament run, but it seems like he may have finally found his form again.
Yeah, most definitely. Like he's right back at it. He's like, look, this is what I'm used to been doing. I stepped away and stopped doing this for a while, and now he's back at it as he throws Kyle face first into the turnbuckle.
Man, Kyle
Look at that man.
Oh my gosh, Kyle hasn't been able to get anything going for himself. And oh, he gets pancake dropped against the mat. And this has just been all Lionel Jade, and he does it yet again.
Boy, Lionel Jade. It ain't often we see him display this type of strength, but he's feeling himself, and I guess that's what all that rest will do.
Look at him feeling himself. He is just saying, Kyle, get up. I am tired of you. I want to just lay some mayhem and really get my frustrations out. And that's been all we've seen here. Oh, but Kyle finally gets a reversal, gets a little bit of leg on himself, and he gets some things going. Maybe this is what Kyle needs to get back into this matchup.
Definitely. And Kyle with the big knees and punching Lionel Jade in the head, showing him like, hey, you ain't the only one frustrated. You did all that stuff to me, and now I'm about to show you what that means, and I'm about to go ahead and deal it right back to you tenfold. As he picks him up.
Ooh, a cradle suplex there, and now he's going to the top ropes. This has been disastrous for him in recent weeks. What is he going to do? Oh, and he connects!
450, let's go!
Wow, that was a connection that I did not see coming, and Kyle's finally feeling it.
Kyle hype. He getting the crowd involved, and he goes for a pin. One. Oh, nope. Too soon.
Way too soon. But he is feeling it now, and he's finally got some momentum going for himself, and you can see Darcy celebrating him outside the ring. Oh, and it's the glorious knee. It's the glorious knee to Lionel Jade, and but he just doesn't make it.
He couldn't connect with that knee. He was feeling it, but went to the well one too many times. And Lionel Jade, throws him to the turnbuckle and tosses him like a sack of trash. Like, bro, Lionel Jade himself.
That was complete disrespect there from Lionel Jade, just tossing him around. But Kyle with the big elbow to the face, and then he throws Lionel Jade into the ropes. Where's he gonna do from here? Ooh, a big strike in the corner. And now he's going after the leg of Lionel Jade. He says, obviously, you can't do enough damage if you can't stand.
Facts. Kyle. Busted him open. With a kick to the face.
Oh, and he goes for the pin, but he's too close to the ropes, and he gets a rope break. Oh, my gosh. Kyle next to the ropes again. Another rope break.
These little mistakes is what could cause Kyle this match. And he's going to the top rope. What is he gonna do?
Oh, it's the glorious flip. It's the glorious flip. He goes for it. 1, 2. Oh, and he picks up the victory.
Kyle picks up the victory. Man, that was a good match. Lionel Jade looked like he had that, and then Kyle, with that super kick to the face, busted him open, and that was all she wrote.
And I don't know exactly what's going on here inside the ring, but the Smack Talkers are sharing the love inside there as Kyle picks up that W. And Kyle, what do you think of that?
Man, that was well-deserved, and that was well-needed. He pulled that out from the clutches of doom. He was down at the bottom, and he was like, no, I'm going to take this. I'm going to grab it by the throat, and I'm going to take it to where I want to take it. And he did, and he took it back to the top and won that match. That was a well-deserved win.
That was quite the climb. As you said, he was definitely back against the wall for much of that match. And then finally, literally one small reversal, and it really seemed like that is what Kyle needed to turn things around finally in his favor. And then we saw a pretty dominant performance from him from then on. Yeah,
definitely. It swung really big. And then after he laid that kick, it was kind of all over from there. He got to do whatever he wanted, when he wanted, and how he wanted, and got the W.
Well, Kyle picks up one victory for the Smack Talkers. It's now to see if the other Smack Talker can pick up a win. Darcy taking on the 25th BAM. And again, Darcy with the match of the night last episode. A great victory from the triple threat against Lunt and Thicknotic. But now he's taking on the 25th BAM with his partner Mgoku on the sideline. And I'm hearing reports that Kyle has gone back to the back. It seems like something might be getting checked on So Kyle Wu, how do you think that this is going to impact things that now Darcy is the one by himself with the 25th BAM having his tag partner out there?
Well, the Smack Talkers didn't, Kyle didn't seem to need Darcy's help outside the ring, but, Goku and the 25th BAM, they might be on that same, that might be on that same deal. If the 25th BAM can throw Darcy out and isolate him with him Goku and distract the ref, it could be trouble. It could be trouble for Darcy without his partner out there.
Well, we'll have to see how things unfold here. But, of course, there comes Anime Ted walking out, the 25th BAM, taking in the sights of Canada as Goku is getting him focused for this upcoming matchup. And, Kyle, we really haven't seen the 25th BAM in singles competition in a number of weeks. How do you feel the 25th BAM will be able to perform here in this matchup after so many tag matches prior to it?
I don't know, he might have an issue because they have been a tag team and only been dealing with tag matches for a nice long time. Honestly, I say 25th BAM probably had maybe one solo match since tag team has been a thing, since they've been a part of Anime Ted. And yeah, so he might be a little rusty. He might be looking to make a tag when he's in trouble and can't.
Yeah, we'll see how things unfold here, but of course now the man that's been on the rise coming down the ring, and that is Darcy with, again, the match of the night performance last week. How do you feel the momentum is riding for Darcy heading into this one?
Darcy got all the momentum right now. It's honestly all downhill from here. It's going to be hard to stop a moving vehicle going downhill, going 100 miles an hour. So this is Darcy's match to win. We got to see if the 25th BAM can do it or if he's going to fall short like everybody else has in these last few weeks.
And that's the thing that I'm feeling uneasy about as we head into this matchup, because as you said, Darcy has been riding high, picking up some great victories, putting on some great showings, even in the tag team losses that have been, following the Smack Talkers. But we've already seen it in prior experiences with Darcy, is he feels himself. He feels the moment. And could this be where he, lapses in judgment and starts to feel himself a little too much, expecting the win, and then comes out with the loss because of it?
That's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. But only time will tell. But Darcy got all the confidence that he needs to go into this match. And I don't feel like that confidence will hurt him.
As you said, time will tell, and that time is now as the bell has rung and we're getting things started. And Darcy with the lockup, getting into a neck breaker off of the 25th BAM, and he's already starting with his foot in the driver's seat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kicks to the face of the 25th BAM, just no respect. No respect at all. And I feel him on that. And then he grapples with him, kicks him in the gut. It's that pump handle slam. Oh! And 25th BAM reverses with a hip toss.
Yeah, the disrespect from Darcy and the 25th BAM is making him feel it off of that. That was not the start that Darcy wants, and he's getting slow to his feet. He said, I don't care where you're going, but of course the 25th BAM coming in with some big strikes here in the corner, lifting him up, with the twisted suplex there.
Yeah, the 25th BAM looking good right now. We got to see if he's going to be able to keep this momentum.
Oh my God!
Ooh.
A diving headbutt goes for the pin. It goes for the one. It's a two. Oh, it was a close one right there.
Only the two count. It's a little too early for you to be pinning 25th BAM. Darcy has been on a roll, and I don't think he don't lose to nothing like that.
Oh, and it's Darcy with his glorious twist there. It goes right for the back. That is something, of course, Darcy pulls out of his toolbox every match that he fights in. And now this looks like that's the momentum that Darcy needed. He's like, I just needed to get that in, and now all things are going in my favor. Oh, with the scissor kick outside the ropes.
Oof. Pretty much kick, landed on the back of 25th BAM's head. And now Darcy is going to the corner.
Oh!
450 and lands it.
Goes for the pin. Oh, it was only a 2 count, and Darcy can't believe it. He thought he had the match won. What's going on? The lights are going off, and there's BAM.
Oh! Reversing that breaker to Darcy when the lights came on. And another one.
Gosh!
The 25th Bam and kicking Darcy right back in the face in the same manner Darcy did him. And the 25th Bam is feeling himself now, getting the crowd involved.
This is some magic unfolding here inside the arena. If this is what pulls on... Oh, but Darcy tosses him outside the ring.
Man, and Darcy followed right behind him, not giving him no time to breathe, no room to rest or relax. Oh, the 25th Bam dies the freaking head kicking Hurricane Rana Darcy right outside the ring on his head in a thin mat out there.
Oh, with the big chops there outside the ring. These strikes are vicious, and he drops to Darcy. And oh, he goes with the senton bomb right after it. And another one.
And another one. Man, the 25th Bam, it slams Dar's arm onto the ground outside. And then drop kicks him in the back of the head. The 25th Bam is pissed.
The 25th Bam is just fighting violently outside this ring, throwing Darcy back into the ring, going to the top ropes. And what is he gonna do? Darcy just laying there, and Bam is just staring him down.
He waiting for him to get up.
Oh, with the cross body splash. And he goes back to the ropes again.
What is he about to do this time?
Oh, but he misses.
Oh. Darcy moved out the way and he completely missed. Oh, but he still counters Darcy. He still is. Oof. 25th Bam landing these crazy strikes, man.
Is Darcy sizing him up? He's
Darcy
sizing
going
him
to the corner.
And if Goku is just watching. Oh, Bam's trying to get out of it. He's saying, no, don't do it. Here it is. Oh, the coast to coast.
Coast to coast. Landed it. The 25th Bam looked like he wanted to say a prayer after getting kicked in the face like that.
Goes for the pin. The ref slides in. Is this it? No.
Oh, the 25th Bam kicked out of it. Wow. Wow, Darcy, I can't believe it either. Wow.
And he's crazy feeling it. He's going to the crowd. But this has always been Darcy's downfall. Oh,
this is the Bam whiff. 25th Bam whiff. Oh, he whiffed that.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know how
the neck breaker right after it.
Man.
Darcy does not know what he wants to do. He's just, with a stiff DDT plant there.
Hey, Darcy trying to size him up, trying to figure out what he want to do. You got to stay on top of him, Dar. Don't give him no breathing room.
Oh, with these chops.
Chops across the chest.
Oh, and last time, Bam reversed it, and he did it again.
He fucking did it again. Dar went to the well one too many times and paid for it. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Kicking me.
Oh, it's the shiny kick. He goes for the pin. Is this it? Will Darcy take the loss? No.
I'm afraid he kicked out of it. Bam can't believe it. Bam cannot believe it. But he's going back to the top rope again.
Oh, and he connects
but he lands it that time.
And he goes right back to the pin. No! Oh, Bam takes the victory.
Wow. Wow. I did not see that win coming. I just knew when Darcy went coast to coast, he was about to pull the W. And the 25th Bam kicked out of that and showed some great resiliency.
Oh, but the two are sizing it up in the ring. Look, Darcy trying to extend the hand. And they actually shake it out inside the ring. Man. Darcy giving the props to 25th Bam, something I did not expect here tonight.
Me neither. Especially with how crazy and how deep the rivalry goes between the Smack Talkers and Anime Ted. I expected either the 25th Bam shaking Darcy's hand and Darcy kicking him, or the 25th Bam slapping his hand away like, get that out my face, bro.
Hey, we've seen crazy things happening here, but wow, Kyle picks up the victory, but Darcy falls victim here now, finally, in the PSWF. What a performance. That was another great performance, though, from Darcy on display.
Definitely. Cannot disagree with that. It looked a little rough for him at the start, but he managed to string some stuff together, went coast to coast, and I thought that was it.
Man.
And he just couldn't finish it.
Agreed, but also let's give props where it's due. 25th BAM also putting on a show. That is another match that I want to see again.
Yeah, for sure. 25th BAM showing that resiliency and getting back to some winning ways. That's his first win in quite some time, honestly.
Yeah, that is definitely the first win in a while. Their last matchup, if I remember correctly, was a loss to Animal Kingdom. So even as a tag team, Anime Ted has been in a struggle for a little while. But they pick up, of course, 25th BAM picking up a win for them here in tonight's episode. But now let's look into another tag team that's been on the struggle bus for a little bit now, Thomas Dynasty. The tag champions for such a long time in here at PSWF have fallen victim, of course, at our SummerSlam, and then followed up with a surprising loss to Bear Arms last week. Well, now Kal Wu is taking on Bear Grylls, trying to claw their way to a victory as they are getting closer to their rematch at the upcoming pay-per-view. Kal Wu, how are you feeling about this matchup and the story heading into this one?
This match is Kal Wu's to lose, honestly. With Bear Grylls, it just seems like he has the Timeless Dynasty numbers, regardless of who's in the ring. Last week with a quick pin on KT with barely any damage on him. We still trying to figure out what happened with that. And then previous to that, at the pay-per-view, him sending Kal Wu outside the ring, landed on his head, he concussed, never made it back in the ring, and then pin the KT again. So this is Kal Wu's match to lose, but he's hoping that he can knock Bear Grylls down the peg going into the pay-per-view.
Well, let's give credit where it is due, though. Bear Grylls has put on quite performances, as you said, having the Thomas Dynasty's number. And, of course, this is a tough challenge if you're Kal Wu heading into this because of how much Bear Grylls has impacted the matches in their tag team performances. And Kal Wu, where do you see Bear Grylls' strength? We've talked about it as a tag team, but what does he bring to the table that just seems to be essentially the kryptonite for Thomas Dynasty?
Bear Grylls, the thing is Bear Grylls don't have one thing that he focuses on. He has a pretty decent all-around kit, and he uses everything to his advantage. And that just seems to be an issue for the Thomas Dynasty.
And it's something that, as you said, he brings so much to the table that it is hard to pinpoint it. But the thing that I love most about watching Bear Grylls fight is the strength, but not in I can overpower you type of strength, but in every move he does feels strong, feels like it has weight to it. Like he knows and he's perfected the technique to get the maximum amount of pain in each of his moves. And that's something that I feel like has just been the struggle point for Thomas Dynasty to figure out how do we get around that when this guy seems to have perfected what he brings to the table, his moves so well.
Definitely. Yeah, man. I don't know what to say about it, but we just gotta see. Like I said, Kal Wu hoping that he can come in here in a one-on-one match and knock him down a peg.
Well, the thing that could be the difference maker in tonight's matchup, as we've seen in the past, is Kal Wu is the submission specialist. He is now going to be in the ring at all times against Bear Grylls. This is not something that he can do, of course, in the tag team matchup. He has to make sure that he gets KT in there to get a feel for the ring. Kal Wu, do you feel like this could be, in a sense, the return to form for Kal Wu, knowing, again, he is going to be able to bring his technical skills to the ring at all times?
Yeah, for sure. Because the thing is even though the Thomas Dynasty works well together, Kal Wu's ability to just pinpoint one opponent and just whittle them down and lock in submissions here and there without having to worry about interference, that's where his strength lies. So that's why he's hoping that in this one-on-ones competition, he'll be able to knock him down a peg.
Well, we'll see, of course, if that is going to be the case, as Kyle Wu and KT, of course, try to get each other pumped up in the ring here. But, of course, now it's the time to put up or shut up between the two. Bear Grylls taking on Kyle Wu. The bell is about to ring, and we are getting started here at PSWF.
Yeah, Bear Grylls, like you said, showing his strength, just the power of his moves. He stopped Kyle Wu's grapple with a punch, and now he's just laying on him, just dropping him stomach first onto his knee, and now he's stretching that arm, hoping that he can hurt him enough so he wouldn't be able to lock in that submission hold once he, get him in.
Oh, and he goes for that pin, but only gets a 1 count. But as you said, yeah, this is what Bear Grylls has done in their tag matches thus far. Oh, and he goes with the big power bomb there. I thought he was about to throw him outside the ring, but now he goes after the legs, and Kyle Wu finally gets a little bit of momentum going for him after that reversal. Oh, but the Bear Grylls gets out of the way, and then big spear.
Yeah. Oh, but he counters again with a kick to the face, and he goes ahead and grabs. Oof. And give him a little monkey toss off the ground while holding on to his arm. There you go, whittling down a limb, going to that arm, trying to focus on that one arm over and over and over again, pulling him out, looking like he's going to try and possibly put a hold on him.
Actually, goes for the pin and gets a no count there. He thought he did enough damage to put Bear Grylls away that early, and just swinging him around. And something I have not seen Kyle Wu pull that move out of his moveset.
That's new. That's definitely something new in the kit that he's pulled out. And he looking like he's feeling himself, trying to hype himself up and figure out the next spot to where they're attacking. Ooh, chops him in the face.
Ooh, a big punch to the back of the head there, getting Bear Grylls on the ground. And now Kyle Wu is going to work, doing exactly what you said, targeting those arms, really trying to wear Bear Grylls down because, of course, he cannot slam Kyle Wu down if he's not going to be able to pick him up.
Definitely. And now he's wrenching the neck, hoping to discombobulate him and just keep him off kilter.
Oh, and he goes right for the lock there. And he's got it deep. What's going to happen? Oh, big knees to the back of the head from Bear Grylls to get out of it.
Bear Grylls landing a nice little combo on Kyle Wu.
But Kyle Wu with the reversal. Oh, but Bear Grylls with the reversal back. This is a match of just reversals.
And a snap suplex into a pin.
Oh, but only gets a 1 count. A big punch there, and just flapjacks him against the ring, and then he got him into the bear lock. It's the bear lock.
He tries to get. He's trying to submit Kyle Wu. But Kyle Wu breaks it and drops him onto his face.
He tried to say, hey, I am not just a man of strength. I also have some submission holds. Oh, but Kyle Wu goes right back for the lock. But he's right next to the ropes. What's going to happen here? Is he going to be able to reach over and grab it?
It don't look like it. He's not trying to grab it. But he kicks him in the head. He's breaking it.
He gets back out through the knee strikes there. Oh, and he drops him right onto the ropes.
Right on his neck onto the rope.
And now he goes for another lock.
Yeah, he going for a knee lock. Oof.
This is interesting. We have not really seen, besides the bear lock, Bear Grylls pulling out too many submissions, and he really seems to be putting on display, trying to say, look, I can bring the submissions too.
Definitely. It looked like he's trying to prove a point with the submissions that he's locking in and laying on Kyle Wu. And Kyle Wu counters, tripping him by the leg, and goes for a pin.
Right into a pin. Oh, for a 2 count.
Yeah, that was a bit premature for that.
Oh, and he got it locked in.
Oh, and it's no rope break. It's no rope break, and he got it locked in. He has it locked in.
Is this gonna be it? Another submission. Oh, Bear Grylls gets out again
and kicks him in the back. Boy, this is a wild match.
Oh, Calhoun with the counter again.
Calhoun just countering. Now he's basking in the glory. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. Elbow drop to the throat.
This has been quite the interesting matchup. Some things that I did not expect to see here. You know, I expected the submissions from Calhoun, but not from Bear Grylls. And then, of course, the strength on display has just been, this is a wild matchup.
Definitely. The things they both been doing. Calhoun pulling out a couple different moves. Ooh, Bear Grylls pulling out a couple different moves. They both pulling out stuff we've never seen before. Just going into their bag, trying to show how deep it is.
Yeah, and the amount of reversals. Oh, a big knee drop, a big side drop there onto his knee. Goes for the pin. It's a 2 count. Oh, that was a close one. Almost 3, and Bear Grylls cannot believe it wasn't.
Yeah, he's talking to the referee like, hey, bro, that's a 3. That's a 3 count.
Oh, and he's the sit-down slam there. Oh, and he's sizing up Calhoun. What's going to happen? Oh, he's going for it again.
Jesus. He's going for another submission.
One more time.
Bear lock one more time. The bear lock one more time.
And Calhoun taps.
Calhoun taps. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
The submission specialist falls victim.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Wow.
I did not see that coming.
Me neither.
Wow.
Like I said, Bear Grylls got the Thomas Dynasty number, man. He a hard act to follow right now. He got their number.
He's a hard out for sure, man. The amount of things that he's been able to do against the Thomas Dynasty. Calhoun, give me your thoughts.
I never thought I'd see the submission specialist out submission. That was crazy.
Wow.
That was crazy for sure.
The amount of submission locks from Calhoun had me believing that he was going to take the victory. I'll fully admit it. He was methodical in the way he tackled Bear Grylls and locked in various submission holds, but Bear Grylls always found a way out. And it was one of those things of, well, this next one's got to be able to put him away. This next one's got to be able to put him away. But then Bear Grylls said, no, I'm taking the submission specialist out myself with a submission.
Definitely. That was crazy. I don't know. Thomas Dynasty gonna have to go to the board. You know, go to the back to the board about that one. I don't know, man. They got to figure something out if they want to get that championship gold back.
We'll have to see because, of course, again, it is them invoking their rematch clause at the upcoming pay-per-view. So if they fall victim to this, they drop down in the pecking order in the tag team division. But let's shift our focus. Let's shift to one of the most interesting aspects here of PSWF, and that's been the losing streak of BAT. Not being able to get a victory so far, coming so close last week and the week prior, looking like he was going to get something, but he just could not do it. And now he's fighting against someone else in a little bit of a losing streak of his own in Lunt, and Lunt calling out BAT.
Yeah. As you stated earlier, Lunt called out BAT and called him BAG, as in punching bag. He says he needs this punching bag to let out his frustration and get back to his winning ways.
And we'll see, of course, if that is what happens here. But how surprised are you about the transition, in a sense, from Lunt with this unfolding, because Lunt was the calm, cool, collected person here at the beginning, and now these losses are starting to really mess with his psyche.
Definitely, these losses are definitely messing with his psyche, and now Lunt is getting to a point where he just comes into every match frustrated, and I don't know how long he's going to be able to take this frustration and keep him out in L's. It's going to be to a point where he's going to have a breaking point, and I feel like it's coming here soon.
Well, we'll see, of course, how it goes here because, you know, where does this put Lunt? If Lunt loses to BAT, that would be the third straight call out that he has done that he has fell into a loss over. He called out Thicknotic and lost. He called out Darcy and lost. And now he'd be calling out BAT and losing. That's got to really do damage. But on the flip side, that would be a huge win for BAT, someone who has not gotten a win here in the PSWF.
Definitely. If BAT beat Lunt, that'll be huge. He'll finally break a long losing streak since his debut, because his debut was incredible, and he pretty much looked very lackluster since then.
Yeah, that's something that it feels like a broken record saying it, but honestly, outside of these most recent performances, not really against Bill Gates, I will say, but against the Samurai, BAT has not really put on anything to talk about outside of either the losing streak or that debut, because of course that debut was such a man, here is a force coming into the PSWF, and it's been crickets since then. But Kawu, how much of a pop do you think this crowd will have if BAT walks out with a victory?
Man, the crowd is gonna go crazy. Hell, we're gonna go crazy if BAT come out with a win. That'll be the craziest thing right now. And it's sad to say that him getting a win would be the craziest outcome.
Well, it would be, because of the longest losing streak in PSWF history would finally be broken. But Lunt starting things off on the pedal to the metal, going with the backflip right there. And he is in control already. Goes for the pin, and he gets a 1. Oh, but it's only a 1 count from there.
Yeah, Lunt starting out quick. And you know how Lunt is. If Lunt start laying out them strikes, BAT is going to be in trouble. But him showing the strength and just throwing him over his head like a sack of rice. Crazy.
Ooh, a big, strong strike there from BAT. And oh, this is the strike that BAT puts on display. He's at the ropes, though. Another small error from BAT.
That's an error that he makes night in and night out. You got to change that. He's never going to get a win if he don't change that.
What a big freaking power bomb there. Oh, the amount of strikes and stuff. BAT is finally taking things into control for himself and lifted up Lunt. He's got him over his head. What's he gonna do? Oh, it drops him like a pancake onto the mat.
Yeah, he's feeling it. BAT feeling it. He got the momentum right now. Punch him in the back of the head. Oof. Oh, 1. Ooh,
oh, there's a second one. 3 different suplexes and puts him into a pin. It's a 1 count. But Lunt kicks out at 1.
Yeah, he looked good with that one, man. I just knew that was about to be a W right there.
Oh, but the strikes from Lunt, and this is something you have to fear if you're going up against Lunt, because he's been trained in martial arts for so long, and he's got the strikes just rivaling those of the Samurai. And some Lunt kicks right there into the face.
Most definitely. And if you paid attention when he made that first combo out, that second kick, actually, you see spit fly out of BAT's mouth. Crazy.
Ooh, and he went for that pin, only got a 2 count, but that was close. It could have been the latest close. Oh, it's the close shave. Oh, but he goes for the pin, and he's close to the ropes. It's a 1.
The ref don't see him on the rope.
It's a 2. It's a 3.
The ref don't see him on the rope. Oh my God, the ref didn't see him. He was touching the rope, and the ref didn't see it. Wow, Lunt's positioning on the pin stopped the ref from seeing him. Oh my goodness, it's looking like the Florida screw job all over again.
Wow. Goes for the pin, and he gets the victory. Kawu, what do you think of this?
That was quick as hell, man. Jeez, that was quick. And Lunt pretty much knew he was gonna get the W after he slammed him that last time. After he gave him that close shave, he just knew it. And all he had to do was cover up the body enough so the ref couldn't see him touching the rope. And he got the 3 count, man. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. This match should still be going on. That was nuts.
Lunt getting the victory after the call out. And of course, the losing streak of BAT continues. Kyle Wu, how are you feeling about it that it remains here in PSWF?
The saga continues, man. Like I stated earlier, we might have to see BAT versus Lionel Jade now. Because, man, that, like, I don't know, man. BAT just cannot get a W, man. It's not like he's not trying. It's not like he's not putting in the work. I don't know what it is, man. Like, he a jinx. I don't know what it is. That's got to be it. He a jinx. Maybe he needs to try his hat at like a tag match or something. I don't know. But he got to get a win in some way, shape, or form, man.
He might need to find some friends in the back of the locker room, as you said, get into some tag matches, and maybe that'll help build some confidence here in the singles competition. But let's get to our main event because you all have been waiting for it. Again, the longest reigning champion here in PSWF history, been carrying the title since the very first episode, X taking on Molly Gloria. Again, Molly picking up a big win here at the first episode of season 2. These two are going to be battling for the women's title at our upcoming pay-per-view, and Molly is the only one who has not challenged for it just yet. So Kyle Wu, do you think that Molly might finally have the number to put X and end her title reign?
She may. We got to see what this match turn out to be, because if Molly Gloria can pull up a win here, we might as well go ahead and give her the win and you know what I'm saying, give her a W in the winners column come pay-per-view, and she's going to be the new reigning champion for the women's title.
Wow, some big words there from Kyle Wu, but I understand it. As you're saying, of course, X has not really taken too many losses from the other competitors here in PSWF. Now, she's taken losses. It's important to know that she is not undefeated here, of course, in PSWF. But when it comes to title defenses, when the title is on the line, she knows what to do and really seems to ramp up in what she performs for the match. Kyle Wu, do you think that that could end up being the downfall of X? That she doesn't seem to always be living up to the competition in each night, but only really seeming to show up when the title is on the line?
Honestly, I'm gonna say no, because that's not a bad trait to have. Like in theory, it's bad because it's like I don't practice, but when game time comes, I'm gonna drop a quick 50 ball on you and ain't nothing you can do about it. And honestly, that's one of the things that the fans love about X. She has such a carefree attitude when she comes out, and she's fun and they love her. And it's like she can do that. She can kind of to BS her way in you know, a normal competition, but then when the title's on the line, she always brings it and just seems to hold her own and just keep the title.
Man, we might need to ask her who her favorite athlete is, because I think she may be saying it was Allen Iverson when you're talking about practice right there. But we got Molly Gloria now coming down to the ring. And again, Molly picking up a big win to get things going for Season 2. And that was something that surprised both of us after, again, a long time away where all the wrestlers got to rest and Molly Gloria came out firing.
Yeah, she came out firing. That rest was exactly what she needed. Because I feel like earlier on in season 1, she probably was injured, and she played injured. You know what I'm saying? She was injured for most of season 1. So that hiatus that we took gave her the ability to heal, and that's exactly what she needed to get herself back on the ball and rolling and, you know, start to back to Mount Wins, being fully healed.
Well, we'll see if it continues here as we get things going, but X catching the slap from Molly Gloria and getting the strikes. Oh, and now she's going straight into the 3 suplexes right there. She got 1, she's got 2, she's going for the 3rd, and she does land it.
3 amigos, she got it.
As you remember, the 3 compadres here in the PSWF.
Right.
And she's channeling in. Oh, is she going for the 3 compadres once again? There's a 2nd one. And she does. She gets all 3 again. Goes right for the pin right after it. Goes for 1 and only gets 1 count.
She said, friends, how many of us have them? I got 3. Here you go.
Well, in the PSWF locker room, she does not, because of course the 3 other women she's gone up against do not like her, as they want the title around their waist for once. And Molly Gloria finally gets some things going. Oh, with a big kick to the face.
Definitely, definitely. But you know, XA, her 3 friends is her, herself, and I. You know, me, myself, and I. That's all she needs.
That is true. And oh, Molly Gloria going to the flips and the knee strikes to the stomach, and you saw it earlier. She even taunted her, throwing some crying faces out at X, but X did not like that, as she catches the leg strike there and goes right into a neck breaker into Molly Gloria. And now, of course, X is in the driver's seat of this match.
Definitely right back in the driver's seat, showing us what it looks like to be a champion, letting everybody know, trying to pretty much show people like, hey, don't worry, these L's I've been taking, it's all a part of the process. And she just, you know, and now she's going at Molly to the top rope. Ooh, body splash.
Big splash there from the top ropes, and she got height off of that, and now has a lock onto the head of Molly Gloria, but Molly able to get out of it and goes for the, oh, what a big strike and slap to the face, but X catches the foot, spins her around, tries to go for a slap of her, oh, but oh, Molly with the big strike right after it.
Yeah, she missed. She whiffed that, and it cost her, and got kicked in the face. And now she's down, holding her face. And Molly, knee, the backflip knee. Molly, she used that to put X away last week.
She did, and now she's going for the big strikes into X, but X able to get out of the way into another neck breaker. And she really keeps going after the head of Molly, goes for the pin, goes for a 1, she reaches for the ropes, and she's able to get out of it.
Definitely, definitely. X did not like that. She did not like that at all. But let's see if she gets a little more aggressive, because she's pissed about it.
Another neck breaker and locks it in. She's further away from the ropes this time. Goes for a 2 count. Oh, but Molly able to kick out.
Definitely. X was like, hey, let's see you grab the rope from this distance. Oof.
Oh, and there it is. Oh, but she goes. She's too close to the rope, and it's another rope break, and she is not happy.
Not at all. She is pissed. But she can't blame nobody else but herself for the lack of awareness of where Molly was.
Oh, she told Molly to stand up. She goes off the top of the rope. Oh, but Molly catches her.
Molly caught her and body slammed her. Wow. Showing great strength. And Molly's pulling her.
Oh, and then she misses the knee drop there. Oh, and then a big clothesline from X.
Definitely. X is like, hey, you went to the well one too many times. I've seen this movie, and I don't like it.
Wow. What strength on display from Molly Gloria, but again, going to the well too many times might be her downfall. Oh, but never mind. She gets the reversal with the big strikes and some punches to the face, and now she's really going after the back of X. Oh, with the rake against her back, and this is some vicious strikes from Molly Gloria. What a combo.
Definitely. She got the momentum, and the crowd is into it, and she laying blows on the X's face while she's on the ground. Where's Molly going? Oh, Molly's going to the top rope.
Oh, and it's the Twisted Gloria. Goes for it. 1, 2, 3 again.
And she got another win. That's what I said. She get the W here, man. We might have to give it to her to the pay-per-view, like the auto W at this point. It looked like she got X's number. Like I said, that rest is what she needed. She needed that rest, and she got it, and she's been doing nothing but winning since.
Oh, and now we have the 2 inside the ring. Are we going to see another competitor acknowledge their victor? And it is. We got a handshake from X to Molly Gloria. That is something, again, I did not expect in this episode.
Likewise. Especially against these 2 that has built this rivalry up this season going into the pay-per-view. We just got to see who's going to win that pay-per-view match, though.
Well, we don't have to wait long for the pay-per-view. It is getting ever closer. But Kawu, that was our main event. What was your thoughts of how it unfolded?
Yeah, that was crazy. Like I said, X looked like she had the momentum, but Molly Gloria just, after a while, she figures something out and something just clicks, and then she just gets super aggressive, and she goes for her finisher soon. Like the first opportunity she had, she went for it and got the W.
And that was something that I did not expect, because while Molly picked up the victory in the first episode, X did not really seem in control in that match. In this one, X was in control for a long period of time, and then Molly, had her short spurts there. But even after Molly showed the strength of catching X from the top turnbuckle, X still was back in control right after it. But then it just seemed like there was a flip that was switched from Molly Gloria, and we saw that aggression unfold, and that led straight to her victory.
Yeah, it was literally after X countered and whiffed on the punch, and then it was just the tables would turn from there, and it was all Molly from there.
What a performance there. Congratulations to Molly Gloria for that victory. But Calwu, that has been our episode, and I gotta ask you, what did you think about this episode, and how are you feeling about the match as your match of the night?
This episode was crazy. I'm gonna have to give the match of the night for me was Bear Grylls versus Calwu. Just seeing Bear Grylls make Calwu tap, and we've only seen Calwu make one person tap so far, so that was crazy. Thomas Dynasty got to go back to the drawing board and figure something out before this pay-per-view.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that matchup. The match that I'm going to give my match of the night was another strong performance from Darcy. 25th BAM and Darcy put on such a great performance there that, again, it was one of those where it felt like either one could come out victorious. And, of course, the 25th BAM came out with his hand raised high. And as I said it then, and I'll say it again, I want to see that match again. Hopefully we see that at our upcoming pay-per-view. But you'll have to find out if that's going to be at our upcoming pay-per-view by checking out more of PSWF. Everyone, make sure that you're leaving those comments. Let us know what you thought of these matchups. But Calwu, before we send everyone off for the night, is there anything else you want to let our listeners and viewers know?
Yes, sir. You ain't said it yet this episode, but catch the merch in the description below. Get your PSWF merch. Mine is coming in the mail. Get it while it's hot.
Yeah, see, as Calwu said, we have merch here. Make sure you go down into the description, click the link, and go buy yourself some PSWF merch, because, again, it helps us here at PSWF do what we love to do, which is bring these shows to you. So, everyone, as always, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and keep the adrenaline going.
Yes, sir.